This hater, John Bitten 453. Well, he's the fake John Bitten. He's not the real John Bitten. He's an internet troll. But he makes a comment. He goes, you act like you're the only person who lost a loved one. We all lost loved ones. Okay, I had to make a video on this comment. Obviously, many people have lost loved ones. And my heart goes out to everyone who has lost a loved one. But if you want me to keep it real, losing your wife and your mom in a period of 2 weeks is very rare and extremely very hard. And I'm not trying to take away from anyone who lost a loved one. But in my particular case, that was like my whole family. See, this is what people don't understand. Okay, of course I have my children. I'm talking about my adult family. My children, of course. I am so blessed to have them in my life, and I'm so thankful to have them in my life. I'm talking about my adult family. I'm talking about my support system. Look, I can't get into the whole history of my family on one video. It's going to be impossible to do. A lot of you already know a lot about me and my family because I've been very transparent. But, you know, me, Jennifer, and my mom, Josephine, and the kids, Mike and Sophia, that was our entire family. Meaning our entire support system, the two rocks of our family was Jennifer and my mom, Josephine. When they passed away, it was such a catastrophic event for us because it was everything that we known. It's like my whole life. You know, in addition to that, my father passed away not too long ago. The people that were very, very important to us passed away. Jennifer's mom, Jennifer's grandma, my beautiful grandma, Anna, my, whole Levoi family, my grandpa, my grandmother, my uncles. The thing is that it's like my whole life. I'm trying to explain. I don't think you understand. Look, is there still family that is alive on earth that is my family? Are they still here? They are, but we don't talk. And for me to get into a whole story of 45 years of my parents fighting and how they chose for their own reasons to not talk to me and the children, I'm not going to get into it. We're alone. That's it. Okay, we're alone. So the thing that you don't understand is it's one thing, okay, to lose your wife and your mom in a span of 2 weeks. Just that alone, you're losing everything. You're losing your whole adult family. You're losing your whole support system. You're losing the two rocks of your family. It's devastating. You don't have no idea how devastating it is. Then in addition to that, the entire household income is gone. $8,000 a month, gone. Because that was my full-time job, was being a caretaker for my mom and for my wife. So now you have two major impacts in your life. Losing the two most important people, the adults that are your support system, that are the love of your life, the mother of your children, my beautiful mother, the beautiful grandma of Michael and Sophia. It's like you're losing it. It's gone. Now you're losing your entire household income. Then in addition to that, you don't have any support. You have no support. You're alone. So I'm not taking away from, look, I will tell you that people mostly have support the majority of the time. You know, if they lose a loved one and they have some kind of help, some kind of support, I had none. I didn't have any. And that's just the facts. It's not something that I wish it was otherwise, but I really didn't have help. I didn't really have support. If I did have help, it was very temporary help. What does that mean? What does temporary help mean? It means that when people have time in their very, very busy schedule, occasionally I would have a friend call or a friend stop by, say, hey, Rich, how you doing? Let's go get a, meatball parmigiani or whatever. But people are living their own lives. Listen, you can't expect people's life to stop for you. I get it, because everybody's living their own life. Everybody's got their own gotses. Everybody's got their own priorities. But another thing is I'm starting over in my life. It's not something I want to do. It's something I have to do. I have to make a choice. Dwell on the past, which I can't change, which is going to just tear me up. It's going to tear me up. Or start a new life, in essence. In other words, be strong for my children, because they need me. I look into their innocent eyes. All of this happened, but they're like, Dad, I still want to eat. I still want to go to school. I still, want to hang out with my friends. I want to live. So they look at me as, Dad, please be strong. And I have to be strong for them. So in essence, I'm starting my life over, Meeting a very special person in my life again is something that is a big priority to me, which, to be honest with you, I do have somebody. And it's going well, but it's going to take some time, obviously, to build. No one will ever replace Jennifer. No one. Jennifer was the air I breathe. She will always be my soulmate. She will always be the most important person, the most wonderful, wonderful wife, wonderful mother, my best friend, my mother's most wonderful mother, the most wonderful grandmother. No one will ever replace them. But in a way, I'm starting my life over. And yeah, I think it is hard what I went through. Okay, John Ben, I think it's very hard. I think it's extremely hard. And I think it's extremely hard what the children went through. Yes. And I think I'm trying my best. And I think the kids are trying their best. And we're together. And I think we're strong for each other. And if you don't appreciate that, you don't appreciate that.